Hi, everybody. It's Dana Brigman from the Canine Coach Carolinas. Wanted to begin our series. This is going to be video 1. And if you know me, I will probably bounce around just a little bit in the video series and try and get things categorized on the back end so that maybe it'll make a little more sense. But ask questions when you have them. So I mentioned that I know somebody that is getting a new dog, a new puppy, actually. And there were a lot of questions about how to even begin that process. And I know a lot of you are foster homes, doing a lot of rescue and shelter work and that sort of thing. So and even with me, I have dogs that have been coming and going for training for a long time. And I've pulled a few dogs out of the shelter and had fosters and all that comes with that. So what I caught on to last night, and I think it was the sign I've been looking for where to start all of this, is not everybody knows. Not everybody knows how to incorporate such a natural lifestyle and these products into their own lives, let alone into the lives of their pets. And so, listening to this, Jen O'Sullivan is a great educator on essential oils, but she had a bunch of questions about the dog. And in that group, several people were giving feedback that was less natural, shall we say, or less safe than even I would like to be. So I just want to begin giving guidance on all of that. So I tried to break this down into sort of what happens first and then all the things that we're going to go through. And I'm going to do these in short videos, not a big long one. So the first part is we bring the dog home, right? You're either bringing him home from a breeder, and we can all debate and dispute the different types and quality of breeders that are out there. Or you bring him from a shelter. You've gone and picked up a foster or pulled one from the shelter and he has just arrived in your home. Or maybe he's been in a foster home or been in somebody else's home and is now moving to your home. So usually the first thing we do with a puppy that is new to our home or a shelter pull is give them a bath, right? And so I just want to give you a little bit of guidance about that. I don't want you folks using your shampoo or some of these over-the-counter dog shampoos that you'll find in some of the retail stores. They're more harsh chemicals than you might think, and you have lots of options to be natural. Look at the Animal Sense line. It is safe for dogs. It takes a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of shampoo, especially if you're dealing with a puppy or a small breed. Even with some of the bigger dogs, you will be surprised at how long that bottle lasts you because it's very concentrated and it won't suds a whole lot, but it will clean and keep things going. With a puppy, you're going to give him a lot of baths, right? A lot of baths because he's going to be peeing and pooping and rolling and stuff a lot as he tries to figure out how to do his business outside. So I really like the Animal Sense line for our puppies, and making sure that we are not exposing them to harsh chemicals and things of that nature straight out of the gate. If you're pulling a shelter pull, what I do is take the Animal Sense shampoo and I add a tiny little bit of Thieves household cleaner to it. Now that blows a lot of people's minds, but I really want to work on getting a little more effectiveness for all of the creepy crawly critter kind of things that might come in with the animal. We don't know what they've been exposed to in the shelter. We do know that the shelters are using harsh cleaners and who knows what topicals and all that kind of stuff that they've been putting on and around and in the environment So I want to wash all of that off. I don't want my dogs exposed to something that is coming in from the shelter. And I just really want to make sure we get rid of the funk, whether that's something they're bringing in or just the way they smell. So I'll beef up that first bath, maybe first couple of baths, as I think we need a couple of them with the Thieves Household Cleaner. If we've got a dog that has some skin conditions when they come in, I might continue to use the bath protocol for a few days or a few weeks, including the Thieves Cleaner, and then maybe some essential oils on top of that. The choice of oils then depends on what is it that we're trying to soothe or make improvements on with the animal skin condition. So those would be things that we would probably need to talk about in a wellness coaching session. But first bath, definitely the animal sense cleaner, shampoo, and then maybe a little boost up with a tiny little bit of the Thieves Household Cleaner for some added emphasis in the elimination of things that they might be bringing in. I'll just share with you there too. I often go out to the shelter to do evaluations on dogs, and I take Poppy with me. Poppy gets her feet definitely wiped off with Thieves House, just straight Thieves Household Cleaner in some water, and we clean that up. My shoes get washed off depending on the shoes that I'm wearing. They may go into the laundry with some Thieves Household Cleaner, or maybe I just dip them depending on what I wore that particular day. But I don't want to be walking around with the crud getting into my car and bringing into my house. So I carry Thieves Cleaner with me in the car, spritz that, wipe her feet down, spritz my shoes, and then we get a wash, a really good wash when we get back home. So anyway, that's it for baths. I think if I've left anything out, my goal is to get better at making sure that the pieces of the content are all here. But just be aware that first bath needs to be a good one. Talk to you soon. Hey, Natalie.